Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nerd.
Do we have a title for this episode?
Epic Rap Battles of Nerd Corner!
Nice, Peter, please don't get angry at us!
Wrong show!
We mean it with love.
Yeah, I'm your host,
Austin
Austin.
McGee.
Why do I have to always be a dick something? Like
Either
I'm
you.
Evan Sexy Dick.
I'm
Official Twitter now.
Dicks.
I'm
Follow me.
I'm
Dicks until the end
Austin
of time.
Adventure Toes Whitaker, also known as Emperor Kid 21, joined by my co-host.
Evan Cross, capital E, capital C on PlayStation. Friend me.
Friend him or not.
Or not.
Better
Whatevs.
off.
Or Evan Sexy Dick
Because
on
we'll
Twitter.
never
Which I will
ever
never check
be
or
back
post on.
together.
But it exists.
But you can follow it and I'll find it funny.
Yeah. And we're also joined by our other host,
Heidi
Heidi.
Dicks and Books.
That's a good one.
Is that what you
I have
do?
that. Actually, have that URL on Tumblr.
Heidi's
and
Dicks
I'm not
and
even
Books.
sorry. Heidi Dicks and Books. Also known as Kim Viable, also known
Is-
as Major League
Is
Reading.
that a
Like the
complete
baseball.
list of your hobbies?
Yes.
Dicks and Books.
Well,
I
apparently
don't really
she
make dicks
draws.
a habit.
You don't make dicks a habit?
No, books are a habit.
Look at my matching, or my mismatched Argyle socks.
Look at my mismatched socks, you guys.
You're not wearing socks. Your feet are
Mine
mismatched.
They were mismatched.
And we're
I
also
wasn't.
joined by our very special guest,
What was her name?
Angry Beaver.
Angry Beaver.
Angry Beaver!
Also known by Emily Nair on Instagram, MOE/Gypsy Danger on Steam.
M-O-E or M-O-E?
MOE.
M-O-E. Just gotta
Gypsy
clarify.
Danger on Steam.
No.
Give me your tears.
That's a good Steam name. Austin borrowed Pacific Rim today from me.
I did. I
The
have
movie
it.
or
It's
what?
The movie.
Fucking beautiful.
It's so good.
I thought it was just okay.
It's
Evan,
my
yeah, when
I
we
know,
walked out of
right?
the theater,
You're literally the only one. I could analyze the shit out of that movie for you. I would write you like a 10-page essay on that without even thinking.
Dude, Idris
And I could
Elba.
read it and go, man.
Reasons why I know I'm an
Idris
English
Elba.
major.
Did you look at the pictures of his dick yet?
No.
Did you?
Is his dick out?
Oh, this is from the chair.
Did his dick
No,
pictures get leaked?
no. They're not actually his dick. It's just a picture of him, and you can see the outline in his pants. And they
Yeah.
start at his crotch where they should, but then they go all the way around his leg. His dick is clearly
That's-
14 inches long.
Tumblr
at least.
has like master
let me
posts
go
of,
grab the
dick-
the paper towels.
For
quote-unquote
our
pics.
for our readers, like for women, there is a limit. If it's too big, we don't even want it anymore.
That's what I hear.
Idris Elba just can't get close to women. He literally can't get close to them when he's banging them. He's 2 feet away.
Jesus,
One of those
that's intimacy for you.
Okay.
Hot dog on a stick.
What are we
Hot
talking
dog.
about today?
Well,
Oh, leader.
Spontaneous
I'm
spontaneitude.
I'm the leader.
Spontaneous.
Oh, leader. What
You
are
can
we
be the
talking
leader.
That would be a good
my
title.
captain.
My captain.
Oh, leader,
my
my leader.
captain.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Come on board my love boat.
Woo woo.
Got increasingly more gay in here.
With the ladies.
Yeah, we bring the ladies aboard.
I'm mostly gay.
All aboard.
It's like
I
And
wish
now
I
the
was
world
gay.
knows.
I think
Are you not entertained?
I'm very proud about that fact. I share
Yeah.
it with everyone.
didn't we say that last week that
What?
I really wish I was gay.
I really wish
Because
I
it
was
would make
gay.
life easier?
Well, yeah, it would.
Except for the marriage.
No, I don't
thing.
wish I was gay. I wish I was bi, but I'm not.
You're a woman. That
'Cause, then I could
makes
just-
you bi.
You can
No.
just hang out with your bros
But I'm not.
and then be like, hey, let's suck each other's dicks and then hang out some more.
No,
and that's what
I
having bros would be like.
I knew
Yeah.
as early as 4 or 5 years old that I was very, very interested in females.
Me too.
Like, I was interested
Yeah.
in females first, before I was interested in dudes. But if I didn't have Justin, I would be free to date chicks, so win-win.
Hot rod.
Yeah, hot rod.
Hot ride.
Or
Hot ride.
Firebird, because that's his
Or
Steam name.
Firebird, because he's Firebird
Which we
905
probably-
on Steam.
We probably shouldn't just be giving out his Steam name, but whatever.
He wouldn't care.
Everybody use this. Do
Everyone-
stuff with it.
Friends, Firebird.
He's mildly interested in
What's
being
it?
more famouser, so.
More famouser.
More
That's
famouser
there you go.
than
Yeah.
less famouser. Um, okay, so news. Let's get out of the way real quick. Today, was it today or was it earlier this week? It was earlier this
What?
week, wasn't it? Nintendo released the
That's a while
new
ago.
3DS XL.
And 3DS. It comes in not XL as well.
Oh, does
Yeah.
it? I thought it was just called the new 3DS
no,
XL.
there's the new 3DS and
Yeah.
the new 3DS LL. It's not an XL, it's an LL.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Large.
Large.
You know what?
large?
Let's just say this real quick. Nintendo needs to fire whoever it is that comes up with the names for
Because
everything.
everyone who saw the Wii U thought it was a controller attachment for their Wii.
Let's just talk about the Wii. The Wii.
Yeah, but
Like,
it's
how stupid
that,
name
okay,
is that?
no.
That's
no.
promoting
the
togetherness.
Wii makes sense because the eyes are two people. It's
Yeah.
about coming together as a family, which is what that console was about. That's why so many old people play it.
Well, it's what
Yeah.
it's what Nintendo's about.
But
really.
then the Wii,
Right now.
and then when they announced the Wii, they're like the Wii, but now it's about you. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, you've gone too far.
Too much.
And
Too
then,
much.
And then the Super Mario Bros. Game that they released on it was the new Super Mario Bros. And then they released another one,
Yeah.
and it's like, what's this one?
The new.
The new Super Mario Bros.
No.
So what do we think about the new?
Um,
DS.
You
so
cannot use new as an official title because
Yeah.
eventually it won't be new anymore.
as
so-
much of a new shiny person you are, though.
Because the next time
Yeah.
someone comes out with a
That's
new
true.
3DS, everyone's gonna go, "Oh, I want the new 3DS." And then, do you want the new one or the new one?
That's
Yeah.
that's how I've always been. Like, if there's too many new things happening, I'm just gonna quit and just go cold turkey
New.
because it's bothering me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to keep having to spend money for new shit
The
all
thing
the
that
time.
pisses me
well,
off
that's
the
why
most
me and
about
Evan
that,
kind of have quit Warhammer.
yeah, it bothers me the most about the new 3DS because it has a higher processing power, meaning that they will make games for it that you can't play on the old 3DS.
Yeah.
Meaning
It
that
is backwards
eventually,
compatible though.
yeah, it's a 3DS, but they added a second thumbstick and higher processing power,
Yeah.
and also better 3D and a longer battery life.
It's just becoming so unnecessary.
But
We already have
Well,
so many things.
See, this is the thing: is that a lot of people are speculating because this new 3DS has it has all the buttons a controller has. It has everything that a
oh yeah, and it's got
Wii
double
U-
trigger.
yeah, it's got double triggers
It's got
now.
bumpers and triggers.
It's
Oh,
got
really?
bumpers and triggers.
Yeah.
It has a new sort of joystick on the right
It's got
side.
a little nub that looks like a tiny little growth that you wiggle around.
Yeah,
so
but
there's
it-
a clitoris on your.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's actually
the
a
3DS
really good.
controller stick.
Yeah.
Now imagine if it was a 1/4 inch wide rather than like the 1/2 inch wide that it is,
So weird.
and it's just up in the corner above the 4 buttons.
Yeah,
I don't like.
So it's like the little nipple thing they had on laptops for a few years. And
Oh!
the keyboard.
kind of.
It's like a
Jeez,
little
those! Oh my god!
It's kind of like that. Yeah, and then
I have small hands. I can't like that. Seems too complicated. It's like trying to play with the
Yeah.
freaking.
So
N64
people are
controller.
saying that what they're going to do is they're going to start remaking GameCube games for the 3DS,
That'd be kinda cool.
What?
and
And
then
so-
and then they're going to
But
start
I already
using
played them
that
through
to
emulators.
bridge.
What?
I know, and then they're going to start using it to bridge the gap between consoles for Nintendo and portable gaming because.
Successfully this time?
Yeah, successfully. Nintendo's trying to actually do it. I mean, when you think about the Wii U, it was
The
their
Wii U
first time.
is a 3DS. It's
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
It's a 3DS, but now you can actually take it places with you.
Yeah.
yeah. But like, what pisses me off the most is that I'm gonna have to buy it.
Yeah. They're gonna
Sorry,
find a way to
Because
get
they're
Evan.
gonna come out with a Zelda
Zelda.
game on it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna be
successfully.
like, crap.
I'll wait.
Yeah, you're gonna buy it.
I'll wait until they
You
come
know
out
what
with
they're
the
gonna do?
light
You
version
know what
or
they're
the
gonna do?
slim version.
They're gonna come out with Ocarina of Time double HD.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy it and play it for like a 10th time on a new console.
Oh, it's been more than
I've
10
owned that
times.
game. I've owned that game on N64,
Yeah,
and then on GameCube,
yeah,
and then on 3DS,
yeah.
and on Wii,
Mm-hmm.
and like, it makes me so mad.
They know how to get you.
It's
Yeah.
not on Wii U.
I'm
They're in their.
consistently,
You're in their
like,
pocket for
At
life.
least
I am.
2 or 3
Evan's in
generations behind.
an abusive relationship.
Ship with
It is.
Nintendo, and it
It
makes me
is.
really mad.
I'm just more like friends.
They
with
don't.
benefits.
It's because they don't respect me at all, and it makes me mad. They do not give a shit.
The relationship with Nintendo and its fans can be totally explained by that conference that they had like 2 years ago at E3 when they were announcing Pikmin.
Oh yeah,
Pulling
Yeah.
the
Miyamoto
Pikmin.
pulls the Pikmin out of his pocket and goes, "Hey, everyone want this?" And he goes to throw it, and then goes, "Nope," and then puts it back in his pocket and walks away.
Pretty much.
That's
Nintendo.
it.
I mean,
Like, hey
okay,
fans, you
my,
want this?
my relationship with Nintendo is like an acquaintance that I meet a lot at parties that all of my friends are friends with, but I'm not friends with them. And
And now you're
I'm
playing
still
it
like,
on N64.
well, I'm still like 2 or 3 generations behind. I don't own the N64 though. Nathan owns the N64. You just brought me the DS, so I'm gonna play stuff on that.
classic DS Lite.
It's a DS.
I've
Lite,
never
yeah.
owned a console in my life. Like, my mom has owned a console, but I've never owned a console. I only own a PC. Sorry. Please silence your cell phones before recording.
I don't have to
Was that
silence my
Gladys?
cell phone.
I don't either.
It
What?
sounded like Gladys.
No, it is Oriana from League of Legends. Shout out to any of my mobile
Because-
players.
2 reasons. One, I keep it on vibrate where you can't hear it.
See,
And
I
2,
thought it was Gladys
because
too.
I'm not popular and no one will message me.
I keep mine on vibrate. If it's
I hear
if it's
everybody
on.
who would message me is kind of here,
Yeah. Heidi has to quiet
except
her
for
because
Emily.
she's
She
popular.
never talks to me.
I'm sorry.
She never talks to
I
anyone.
have a lot of
I'm really
League
bad about
friends.
charging my phone. If it dies and I'm not near a charger, I'm like, well, fine. You,
Excuses.
I'm like, fine, you deserve it. You deserve to die. I'll leave you alone for hours. I'm just terrible. I'm a terrible friend.
It's okay.
Okay.
We all know.
Do we have any more news?
I think. I can't think of any other news. I feel
I
like
feel
there was
like-
something.
The Rock officially confirmed
That's
that
right.
he is Black Adam
Black Adam.
Fuck yeah!
in the Shazam movie.
Fuck yeah!
Which I am excited that there's going to be a Shazam movie. Like
Mhm.
that's awesome.
I'm
Uh,
more excited about the Shazam movie than I am about
Justice League.
Justice League.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, no, that's not true. I'm more excited about Justice League.
It's for me.
I don't care about Batman Superman.
Oh, I flip flop on Batman Superman.
I don't
right
really
now.
care about Batman Superman. I do care about Shazam. I do care about Justice League.
What is coming out on the same day as Batman Superman?
Nothing. They
Nothing.
changed.
They changed
They
it.
changed
Marvel 1,
Yeah, they backed down.
Captain America 3, and Batman Superman were going to come on the same day, and they
Captain
left it like that
America
for like half a year.
3 pushed
And then-
down Batman.
And then Batman
versus
versus Superman eventually was
I'm
like,
okay
fine,
with
you
that.
win. And I was like, good, because midnight showing, I was going to go to Cap.
Captain America
Going
2
I
was
would've gone-
really
I
Because
good.
the
gone
cat
Batman-
movies have proved that they're good, but
I
we
would have
don't know
gone
what
to
this
Batman
new...
Superman before going to see Cap 3 though, because I wouldn't want to be disappointed after seeing Cap 3.
Yeah, your standards would get way too high.
Yeah, I'd be
Right?
like, oh yeah, and I go
Batman v
Superman.
Superman, like, might be bad. Captain America 3
Will-
will not.
will not
Yeah.
be bad.
That
Yeah, it's
I,
gonna be-
like
I want to
And
rewatch Man.
That
of Steel.
team
I'm
that
the
writes for that
biggest-
movie is just
I'm the
astounding.
biggest DC fanboy, but like DC movies, they need to get their shit together. Their animated movies tend to be pretty good,
Yeah.
but their live action, they have no clue what they're doing.
They're
all
very
like,
obviously trying to be as good as Marvel, but they don't have the writing staff to do
they're
it.
trying
Yeah.
and they keep trying to be dark and gritty rather than like interesting.
Right?
It's because they had Batman, and Batman's
Batman-
all they've had to live
But
off
Batman
of.
wasn't like they took the dark and gritty side of Batman rather than like
The detective
going,
side.
oh, that's Batman. Like I totally understand when people say Man of Steel should not be dark,
Yeah.
and then like I remember I loved Man of Steel. I thought that was
So
awesome.
epic.
I love that movie, and I smile the whole time I'm watching it. When people say there's no joy in that movie, I disagree. I smile the entire
That
time.
was
But-
that's right?
But yeah, we saw that together.
I very,
Like DC needs to get their shit together.
I still am so conflicted. I really, really like it, but I also really hate it.
But then
Oh, I just
someone,
loved it.
someone was talking about Man of Steel, and then they posted a picture from All Star Superman where he talks the kid off the ledge, where the kid's like about to commit suicide because he thought that his like psychiatrist was avoiding him now,
Mm-hmm.
and is like, if the one person I can talk to doesn't want to talk to me anymore, and Superman like floats up in front of him and goes like, no, your doctor was late, he's sorry, and then like he like hugs the kid and walks him off the roof, and just you can't read Superman All Star without crying
Exactly.
I want to cry.
because it's the sweetest, most
hearing
beautiful
that.
thing. And
And that's-
I'm not a Superman fan, but like that is how to do Superman. So if you're gonna
Ugh.
do Superman, get good writers because
Maybe-
his powers are not interesting. They're boring as hell.
Yeah.
But his human side, showing
So
this is what
cool.
humanity should be,
Yeah.
Maybe
that's what's good.
Superman will keep Batman from committing suicide.
Well, no,
Oh,
if you're gonna do Superman, that's why
Then
All
it's not
Star
Superman versus
and
Batman.
Birthright are the top pinnacle of how to do Superman because
Mhm.
they really capture what it is.
Yeah.
And All Star is really interesting because it captures really good human Clark Kent. It also captures like sun god potential of Superman's
And
powers.
Yeah.
they did that with Captain America. Marvel did that with Captain America. They made him like an infallibly good guy,
Mm-hmm.
but they kept him interesting. Like, he still had emotions and stuff. You can do that. You
And
can have an
very
interesting Boy
relevant
Scout.
patriotism. I'm really glad they really captured like his patriotism.
Yeah.
It's the most important
Yeah.
thing about him.
Still, my very favorite thing in the Captain America comic was at the beginning of Civil War when he's in the helicopter carrier and they're like, Captain America, you have to go around and arrest all the superheroes who don't register. And he goes, no, that's an invasion of privacy and I will not support that. And they're like, oh, then you're a villain. And he's like, how am I a villain? And he goes, you're a person with superpowers disobeying the law. That means you're a villain. And so he jumps out a window, lands on a fighter jet, and the fighter jet pilot goes, oh, crap! And he just looks at him and goes, watch your language, boy. And like that's so great, because they're like the same age, but one of them's from the 40s, and he acts like a grandpa, who's the
Yeah.
most wholesome person ever. And I'm like, I love Captain America so much.
Yeah. He's-
And that's how to do Batman. Make him wholesome. And
That's why we like Adam West Batman.
Kansas.
That's why everybody likes Adam West Batman. I don't know anybody who doesn't like
Like,
Adam
yeah.
West Batman.
I feel like a lot of people would say that they're more interested in an alien with superpowers than a kid from Kansas. But I don't think that's true. I
I don't
if
think
you
it'd be able
focus on the kid from Kansas with superpowers.
If you're gonna focus on
That's
a
more
superpowered person along that lines, you go Kara. Because Kara's more interesting.
Supergirl, yeah. Supergirl's cool because she's not infallible as well.
Yeah.
She's like so Red Lantern awesome.
She's angry and she's a teenage girl.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Way more interesting.
Who wasn't
Wait,
raised on
interesting.
Earth, was
I got
already
my first
raised
period.
before she
Also-
became.
Yeah.
yeah, and also she.
My first
she's
period became a
basically
Red
like-
Lantern.
She understands. She understands that she should be a god to them.
Yeah, because she's a really pissed off Red Lantern Kandorian.
Superman, her uncle was like, no.
Her cousin.
Her cousin.
Her
That
cousin.
technically, like in the New 52, what I really liked is she actually babysat him as a baby, but then like they went into stasis, went to Earth, and she was stuck in stasis for way longer than him.
Yeah.
And so she shows up and is still a teenager when he's like 30. And so
Oh,
he's
that's
like,
so great.
he's like, my name is Kal-El. And she's like, Kal-El is a baby that I take care of. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
and she flips out.
And beats the crap out of him, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, New
fuck you
52
mean?
Kara like kicks the shit out of Superman.
Yeah.
As she deserves.
One time because he wasn't fighting back. But,
Yeah.
awesome.
I like her way more.
She's more interesting on the alien side, but not on the
I
human
heard
side.
a rumor that makes me mad because Wonder Woman is awesome. And the rumor is that Wonder Woman, the Amazonians in Batman Superman and the cinematic universe, are going to be descendants of Supergirl who landed a long time before Superman.
Ah, fuck
What?
that.
Because if you watch Man of Steel, when he goes into the giant spaceship that showed up a long time ago on Earth, one of the pods is open. That was Supergirl's pod. She walks out, finds an island, has a baby, and then that baby is like superpowered, and that's the Amazonians.
The Amazonians and Wonder Woman, they're Greek mythology.
And
Come
then-
on, it's
yeah,
not
but she
hard to
showed
do.
up- Yeah, but like that makes it fit better than being like also Greek myths.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
But I also I don't like that. I think
Don't
Wonder
like
Woman
that.
is better if
She's better as, what they do with Thor, just doing mythology and like, I don't understand human things.
Yeah. It does make sense why Wonder Woman can fly though.
if she's
If she's part
if
Kryptonian.
she's like 20 generations down from a Kryptonian,
yeah.
like it would make sense. I still don't like it.
I don't like it either. But
It bothers me. So I'm such a Greek mythology like fanatic.
yeah. Also that like if they do that, then what are they gonna do with all the other like magic-esque type
Yeah.
characters?
They're
that
gonna
are,
come
like,
up with science excuses.
Yeah, see that
But you
defeats
can't
the
do that
purpose
with
of all of them.
Shazam. You can't.
Shazam is magic. Like,
Shazam
Yeah,
is
straight
magic.
up magic.
and if they have Shazam or Justice League, they need to do Zatanna. 'Cause
Yeah.
Zatanna's awesome.
And
And
Hat.
then have her magic.
And be-
No, I heard rumors of Doctor Fate as well showing up as well. And
I would
Dr.
love.
Fate is
I love
Dr.
Doctor
Fate is
Fate. Doctor Fate's one of my
amazing.
favorite characters.
I love when he takes over Zatanna's dad,
Yeah.
Zatora or whatever,
Yeah.
and like because the two most magically powerful characters in the DC universe become one.
I think it's Zatan Zatara, something dumb like that.
Yeah, it's something dumb like that.
So
But that was
too much.
sad. So sad.
It was,
It was
yeah,
sad.
it was really sad. For those of you listening, Young
Justice?
Justice, really, really good.
Yeah, watch it.
Season
Got-
1 is on Netflix.
Got canceled way before its
Season 2
time.
is not on Netflix, but find
did. It
It's
got
not hard.
canceled.
If
way
you're
too
an
early.
early fan of Justice League and Justice League
JL,
Unlimited,
yeah.
you would
90s
like
animated.
Young Justice because that's
Yeah.
what I grew up with.
Batman
Yeah.
animated series, if you like that kind of stuff, like
I need to watch the Superman animated series because that's part of the Batman animated series and Justice League animated
it's not as good.
universe,
It's not
and
as
I've
good.
never seen it before.
I've
Like,
I
I've
don't
never
know
seen a
the
single
thing.
episode. I didn't
I've
know
seen
it
it.
existed until recently.
I really don't like the way
It's not as good.
that Justice League does Superman, just because I'm such a nitpicker. If
I
you,
like how they do Superman because they make him so not powerful.
that's true, but I
Like
just
he wears a spacesuit
I don't.
and like
He's always getting bested.
he's getting the crap. beat out of him
That's
all the time.
okay. I'm saying like personally, I just don't really like him very much.
Also, it's really fun to watch Superman get the crap beaten out of him. Like it's really fun.
I always have a problem though because I'm always like, I know Superman can beat this. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they showing us? Why are they taking the
Because Superman chooses to lose to
time?
everything.
I know
Because
he,
he
does.
likes to claim the glory.
I don't like Superman.
I don't believe any of that, but that's how people write him, like
And
subconsciously.
I don't like
Yeah.
how they write him that
It's
way.
really bad when they do it.
When you're given such good examples, like I said, Birthright and All Star, it's like everything else just seems so lame and not good.
Yeah.
But you can't really mask like
But,
perfect
like-
writing like that.
But like when there's god level strength Superman, I feel like I blame every crime that occurs on him.
That's true, and
Yeah.
that's something that
because
comic
he can,
deals
he's
with.
so fast and powerful that like he can be everywhere at once. So if someone gets mugged in a back alley, why didn't he stop it? He heard it happening,
yeah.
and he could have been there, but he's like, I'll stop the other crime. I'm gonna go hang out with my girlfriend.
That's the other part of that panel that you were talking about when he walks the kid off is like Superman's dealing with emotional crisis on his own too.
Yeah, like that is a beautiful thing, and
Yeah.
when written correctly, it's great.
When I was talking about making comic-based tattoos for like a sleeve I really want in the future, Alex sent me that panel, and I'm like, here, you understand me.
I can't remember what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Oh.
But no,
That
if they
was so
if they did
interesting.
Shazam and didn't do magic, like I would just stop DC.
No, he's part Kryptonian as well.
That's oh my
That would-
god.
Everybody's part Kryptonian.
Everybody's part
That's
Kryptonian.
where humans
That's gonna
came
be the
from.
new
Oh.
saying.
But
I
that's so Prometheus that I'd be so
Yeah,
pissed
exactly.
off.
I really
Did
want
they come
to
out with
see.
like a second one?
No.
They're working on.
They're working on it.
No,
Okay.
they're
And I have
not.
no idea how
though.
it's gonna work.
They
That
are.
was the most
They
annoying
came up
movie.
with it, but he says he wants to do Blade Runner 2 and like another
Okay.
movie before
I don't.
working on
Too
Prometheus.
many studios are taking on too many projects right now.
Because there's so many things to be done. They know work.
But
now.
I still
Freaking many. Like I like the Marvel movies, but the fact that they just keep announcing more and
there
more
are
of
2
them.
a year. They have to keep it.
I
They
don't
finally
care.
found
It's
a
just
subculture that they can sell to
It's
and do
true.
it well.
It's true. It's
And
just,
also, Austin, they
fucking
didn't
so
announce
weird.
any at Comic Con officially this year.
that's
Like some
true.
came out and then
Yeah.
they were like, "Yeah, we're making
Guardians 2 came out like the day after
this."
it ended. The
It actually, it came out the day before Guardians came out.
yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, we're making number 2." But like, they didn't actually announce anymore. They just
They gave us dates, but
They
we had no
announced
idea
a
what they
couple.
went to.
Because
Um,
they have some pretty good plans
I
on
still-
their
I
side.
really
DC's
wanna-
like, look at
yeah.
all the things. We have no idea what we're doing.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't-
it's because look at the studios that work with DC. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you have Warner Brothers.
You have WB.
What
well,
has
they don't
Warner
work
Brothers
with
made?
DC. They own DC. DC
Yeah.
Comics.
Are you gonna ask
owned
what
by
Warner Brothers was made that's good?
No, recently though. Besides, I mean, like Harry Potter was the last like blockbuster movie I can remember. Warner
Arguably,
Brothers
they
making.
don't do the books justice at
Yeah,
all. But
but also
I will argue that for a really long time, so we're not going to
Also-
Yeah,
what
no,
the hell?
let's lay that off. Yeah.
That can be another debate. some
Why
other
do you
time.
give a shit who the producers of these movies are? Like, they do nothing.
That's not true. They have a huge effect on what happens with these movies.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
But
That's a different
Spider-Man 3
conversation,
was
though.
really heavily influenced by producers, and
Yeah.
that's why it sucks so
Yeah,
much.
and
Lots of
Spider-Man,
movies.
'Cause they
Amazing
read the
Spider-Man
money.
2 was
Same
really
thing.
heavily influenced. It was a bunch of
Because
producers.
it's the
going
same
like, "We wanna
people.
see this."
They got like one new writer, one
Yeah.
new director, one new star. That's it. That's the only difference. That's why it sucks.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 would have been great if they focused on any of the like 200 storylines.
And
that were in
200
that
villains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
actually
the-
really
if
do
all
like
they
that
cared
version of
about-
Harry Osborn though.
if
Yeah.
I
all
don't
they
like his
cared about
goblin at
was-
all because it's really shitty
It
looking.
looks
But
weird.
that guy that plays
Dane
him was,
DeHaan.
Yeah, that's
Who's
what the
from
whole
Chronicle?
movie should have been.
yeah.
Okay.
Focus
hey,
on
my
him.
friend.
Dane DeHaan
Oh, he's sick.
confirmed my problem with leather jackets because I did not think he was attractive until he put on a leather jacket and started getting all grumpy and all like troubled, and I was like, oh wait. And then I was like, I'm
Excuse
really
me while I
shallow.
dry my pussy.
Hey,
I was just like, I feel really shallow. Like literally, you put
that's
on a
how I
leather
got my
jacket.
girlfriend.
How would my panties
Wearing
end up in
a
another
leather
county?
Wearing a leather jacket and acting
And,
moody.
yeah, acting
It
moody.
That's
works.
legitimately how I
And,
got
like,
my girlfriend.
I feel so bad and shallow about that, but like I recognize it at least. Does that give me at any point?
Guys, it works.
Leather jackets be
Metropolis kid.
Buffy, example number one.
I went to
Also-
a party
I hate
and I
guys
wore a
who do
leather
that.
jacket, and it was cool. Then I went back and I wore a leather vest, and it was
Wasn't
not
cool.
cool. Then I realized
But no, Spike
What's
from
cool?
Buffy.
leather sleeves.
What?
Spike from Buffy.
But Angel
I think
and Spike
she's
both wear
talking
leather.
Angel because he's the
Angel's the moody,
jacket.
mopey leather
Yeah.
jacket guy, and he
My
just
Spike
favorite-
is better.
oh, your leather jacket thing.
Spike is my favorite because of the line where Angel and Buffy are trying to work together but trying to not date or be in love. And at the end of the episode, the best episode, where Angel's walking around moping because his girlfriend left him, he's being all sad and whiny and hilarious. But at the end of the episode, he goes, it was something like, "Hey, I may be love's bitch, but at least I can admit it.
Yeah, at least I'm man enough to admit it. is
At
what
least
he
I'm man
says.
enough to admit it." And I was like, "Yes, Spike, you are my
Basically.
favorite thing."
I love Spike as much as he's a dick. I love him.
Spike.
Because yeah,
Also, James Marston
I
is
totally
pretty
do.
badass.
also he likes to stand on rooftops and make up what Angel is saying, and that is my favorite thing.
Spike narrating shit is the best.
Because as bad as Spike gets, with attempting rape and everything, but
One time.
then he goes and earns his soul, which Angel doesn't do.
Yeah.
Angel's cursed with a soul. And
Let me
Spike's
tell
like,
you-
Spike does that shit on his fucking
the
own.
scene.
Evil
the scene-
Angel is beautiful though.
The scene where she realizes what's up with him, and he just turns around and like hugs/leans on the cross and just starts burning, and she realizes that he now has a soul and he's mournful of it. It's like,
Yeah, when he's going
oh
like
God,
absolutely
he's
nuts.
the coolest thing ever.
He is. He gets kind of Godric like when he does stuff.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
does.
That's why we both like Godric so much.
He's the best.
I'm rewatching Buffy with. I'm rewatching Buffy with Nathan. Nathan's never seen any of Buffy,
What?
and he has no spoilers. He knows nothing. And we watched all of season 1 in like a span of 24 hours.
Dude, he goes,
That's only
that wasn't that great. Why?
Most of
Because
it,
it's
he
not.
was
Season
laughing.
1 kind of sucks.
I warned him previously that season 1
Okay.
sucked, and like he was like aware, and I was like, it gets progressively better. Like
It
it
does.
never gets worse, really. And so like half the time we'd watch it, and he'd just be laughing because it was terrible. Like the effects are bad.
Really
And
bad.
Cheesiest lines, and like lines I've never thought about because I've seen it so many times, and I just don't think about them being that funny anymore because I know they're coming. And like they'll say something, and he will just like crack up, and I'm like, this is such a bad series.
But season 2.
See, the first half of season 2 is also
First
terrible.
half of season 2 is really bad
Second
too.
half of
but the
season
second
2
half-
is
but,
okay.
But I really love the first episode of season 2 with the grinding of the bones at the very end, and because the master, they try and raise him again, and the bones. And if you haven't seen
I don't
Buffy,
remember
get
that.
get it together. It's been like 20 years, so I don't even care.
It's all on Netflix.
And it's
Go,
on Netflix.
watch it.
Yeah, that's been available for a very, very
If
long
you
time.
comment down below to let us know that you're listening, we might send you all of it.
Yeah.
As in, we'll send you a link to Netflix.
But
Shh, we're not
the
sponsored
episode-
yet.
it's the first episode in season 2, and she comes back, and she's just like a total bitch the entire time.
Wait,
And then they try and
is
raise
that
the
when,
master.
is
she
that
does
when
the
she
sexy
dies and
dance.
then they come back?
No, that was at the end of season 1.
Okay, because I remember that and there was also the hot redhead lesbians, and I was like,
That's way later. That's
Remember-
you're like
remember-
5 seasons down.
Bad
But she
Vampire
grinds up-
Willow.
Yes.
That's what gets my rocks off.
yeah.
But when she gets really mad, and then she like takes the sledgehammer to the master's bones.
And it's like the
And
first, like,
the-
Buffy's a little nuts.
But no, but this is the first time that I was like,
Things are
I
gonna
think
get
that's the first time I
crazy.
cried while watching. But like,
You have to be
Angel
kinda
walks up and
crazy.
she just turns around and like falls to pieces, and I'm just like, oh, this is a good show. That's
Just
the
like-
first moment.
Just
in
like
the show
what's her
where it's
name in
really good.
True Blood? Bad girl, redhead.
Ah! Jessica?
Ah, damn.
All day, every day. She's just so...
That's the
So
sound of
pretty.
Austin
So
masturbating.
hot.
Like,
so
I
you
could
know.
talk all day just about what shade her hair is.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
God damn. There's a lot of color in that.
Oh.
It's so pretty.
I feel
So
so.
And then, like, when she's done being a bad girl and she tries to be good for a
Oh,
while.
and it's just
I'm
it's
she's
just like heart
adorable,
melting. It's heart
and
melting
she's
and
sweet, and it's like she has all the sides.
I feel really weird being the only one that hasn't seen True Blood.
I've only
True
seen
Blood-
season 1 through 3,
That's where you should stop.
and you should stop there.
I've never seen any True Blood, but I've
Um,
seen Teen Wolf, so I mean,
too much magic.
I might download
I need to catch up
it.
with Teen Wolf.
Where are you at?
I mean,
I like
purchase
season
it.
1.
oh my god, it gets so much better after season 1. And then it gets weird, but
Because
it's
I
so
really
good.
liked it. Because that's way better than the movie.
It's so good, and Dylan O'Brien is so hot. And they're all hot. Literally, the
The,
point of
like,
Teen Wolf
this is who we're talking
is all of
about.
the attractive people. If I were a lesbian,
Austin.
I would sympathize with you more.
Wait,
Like, she's hot, but
She's hot.
It's
I
not
get
just
no-
that she's hot, though. It's just like her
But
character.
Her character
But
is
this-
really great.
This.
Is it the Little Red
This.
Riding Hood?
This is what gets my rocks off.
Or
Right there.
When she's Little Red Riding Hood, though,
oh my
like,
god.
Oh, yeah. Let's just. Oh.
but,
Oh.
but she's with Jason, who doesn't appreciate her.
Such
Like,
a-
I mean,
fuck.
Do we have more
I
topics for today?
appreciate
We just
women
gonna
as a person,
babble.
and I am not a horrible pig.
I should
You're not.
stop looking at these pictures. This
Yeah,
is
I really
bad.
don't need.
Yeah,
This is
Austin.
my house.
Austin, we don't need more boners in here. Oh!
It's over 9,000!
True Blood, watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
Up
watch,
until
watch all
season
the
3, and
vampire
then just, like,
things.
quit it. Hit it and
Watch,
quit
watch
it.
all the vampire things except
Hit it.
It's
Twilight.
like
I mainly watch for, like, mostly Lafayette, though.
who's that?
You
The-
say that
the
directed at me, and I'm like, I have no
I
idea
just
who
look
that
at
is.
here at the focal point.
yes,
Lafayette
yes.
is
He
my
was
favorite.
so funny.
So funny and just, like,
He
He was
was.
a badass. He was awesome. I love that
badass
guy.
who, like, beats on dudes who insult his cooking, saying that there's AIDS in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he was gay.
Because he was
Yeah.
gay, and
Yeah.
he just
Gay and plaque is the main thing.
homophobic
And
person. He's
who-
like, I put
didn't
AIDS in
didn't
your
somebody
food.
like keep him as a gimp for a while? Like,
Eric did.
or yeah. Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
that was not great.
No, it's
Not
hilarious.
great. That's terrible.
But then again,
He escaped. he got away.
yeah,
Which
that was
is
a
the
really
main reason
sad
why
part.
Eric cuts his hair. So like I'm okay with it because Eric got to cut his hair. Which
I'm glad
God.
that
Eric was
Eric
so
cut his
goofy
hair.
with his hair.
What are you talking about?
There's a vampire named Eric who used to be a Viking who had long blonde hair and he looked really ridiculous, and then he cut it short and he got really hot.
That's pretty much all I needed to know.
Yeah, there you go.
But we should talk about.
And his sire was
something else.
a druid guy who's super badass, but he gets Zen, and he's a Zen vampire who's like, I'm okay with the world as it is. And it's the coolest thing ever.
It's pretty cool.
we should not be so terrible
But-
to human beings,
Yeah. So anyway,
even though they deserve it.
what
He was
is the
kind
number
of
one
Superman.
thing
Kind of Superman.
that you are like the nerd on? Like, what is your like one nerdy thing? But let's see what we all think about that of each other.
I know exactly what mine is,
Give us
and
books
you'll all
and
agree.
dicks.
Besides books,
Buffy.
No, it's League of Legends.
There we go.
Yeah.
Lol, 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 lol.
All she does.
You
is
talking
League of
about League
Legends.
really wants me to like.
It
I
really
kind of
wants
want
you to.
Let me tell you. Okay,
kinda
no, let
wanna
me tell you
play
a
it.
story about how nerdy and pathetic I am when it comes to League of Legends. So my two roommates both play League of Legends. One of them's at work. One of them's away at PAX, where the
What do you mean he's away at
The-
PAX? PAX ended a week ago.
he was at PAX during this story. Okay.
Okay.
He's now in San Diego, getting paid to be there too, because he's a
And
bitch.
fuck that guy.
Anyways, so
It's cool.
the North American Championship for the last North American spot in the World Series for League of Legends was on, and it's a best 3 out of 5 games. And one team won 2, or the defending champions won 2, and then the other people won 2, and the last game was playing. And I was literally freaking out by myself in the apartment, and I was like, is this what it's like to like sports? I was like, is this what football people do? Because I've never really
'Cause
been
league-
into football.
Yeah.
But I
League
was
is
so
a
into
sport,
it.
like-
I had my computer hooked up to the
got
TV,
points.
and I had the sound going, and I'm just sitting there, and I was just like, so good. And then I was like, I'm
While
really
she plays,
pathetic.
while she plays.
I wasn't playing while I was watching it. I couldn't do that. That'd be too much.
It bothers me when people go, "Oh, I hate sports," and then they're into esports.
I don't hate sports. I just don't
Um,
get into them. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not saying anything against you. You're just like, oh, this is something that interests me. It's when someone makes a point like, oh, I don't like sports, but they like esports. Whereas I don't like sports of any kind.
or esports.
I don't like esports. I don't like watching StarCraft matches. I think watching StarCraft matches or LoL matches is the most boring thing ever. But then again, I don't know any of the rules to any
Yeah.
of those things.
I
So like, I'm sure I could appreciate
before I got into
anything
League,
if I knew the rules. Like, but I
Yeah.
just
I remember watching League stuff before I got into League, and I was like, this is stupid. I don't even understand what's going on. And then the
Yeah.
first like 4 months I played League, I didn't understand what was going on still, but it was kind of interesting. And then I just like something clicked, and I was just like, this is
Every
awesome.
time I see anybody playing League, I'm like, ooh, bright colors, lots of them.
the real question
Pretty
is
girls, boobs.
The real question is,
I never see any in the game. I only
Are
see
you ready for
cosplay.
football?
I really like League cosplay.
League
Everybody-
cosplay is hot.
League cosplays are so cool. And
Thank you,
also,
Justin
everybody
Negri.
knows is freaking out about football right now, and it's
Yeah.
kind of getting on my nerves.
It's football season. But-
USA.
USA,
USA, USA. Thanks,
shrimp
Obama.
fried rice, shrimp fried rice.
But
Canada.
when the
Canada.
World Series...
No. Okay,
No.
fine.
When the World Series of League goes on, I'm gonna be freaking out about that more. But that's in a little bit.
See, I'm like you. I can't
Season
watch
4 is
sports because I
almost
want
over.
to play them,
Yeah.
Emily,
and I can't
no
watch
one
Evo.
here likes your homeland. No one would cheer Canada with me.
America, because I'm a U.S.
Canada?
citizen.
Oh, you're a citizen, but you were born in Canada.
No, I was born
Your
here.
soul was raised in Canada.
We eventually
They
like.
harvested her soul from Canada.
Canada.
I was thinking about this. Eventually, I think that with these
Emily's
episodes,
home.
if they're not going to be filmed,
Emily's
we should
home.
still like plug in like occasional like pictures of what we're talking about. And I was thinking about doing like a map and be like from here. But everyone assumes from here.
Yeah.
I think whoever's editing the picture will just say from here and show a picture of Canada, and then go, but everyone thinks from here, and it'll just go to French Canada.
Yeah.
But it would be kind of like Drunk Robins, where it'd be like people talking, but you put up pictures and everything.
Oh my
No,
god.
yeah.
I think that'd
Yeah, we could do that eventually, but that
could.
takes work.
be. It takes
Um,
work.
If I am the one editing, it'll probably be a little more interactive than Austin.
So was the
Challenge
question?
made.
Was the question what
Miss,
were?
I took a picture that somebody else took and just
Hmm.
put it as my video.
I haven't done anything with it yet because I don't have any pictures to put on the scanner.
Oh.
But
Alright.
but Evan, you are totally the Zelda nerd.
Well,
Like,
yeah, but that doesn't
On
take a
top of
lot.
that-
Like, I also haven't even played Zelda 1 or 2 or like
He's
a couple
the.
others. And
You
I
played
was
every
gonna
other
say,
game though.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the comic book nerd though.
He
I
is-
know-
he is our
I
comic
know
book nerd.
nobody else that knows more about comics than you do.
But I only own like 5 single issues,
Yeah.
and they're of Atomic Robo. I'm missing one.
Look at
I gave
Emily.
all of those back.
Maybe Danny has it.
Like without a doubt, I gave all of those back.
But
I had a big
I don't know,
stack
to
of them and I
me-
gave them to you.
to me, Evan is my comic friend.
But if there was like one thing,
If we knew a guy who really knew comics, then I would be not.
if there
the
was like
comic guy.
one subject that Evan would
I
fit.
read
I
in,
feel like you
Oh,
have one in
like-
mind.
I don't know. I think Zelda's it. Like
It is.
Yeah, but
that's-
Zelda's too niche. I like everything.
Well, we all like everything, but like that's it for
Like
you.
that's
Yeah,
your
but, like,
thing, dude.
That's your
Things-
thing.
Things I would get tattoos of: Zelda and Star Wars.
Yeah, those are your things.
Yeah,
those
like,
are your things.
Anything else, I'm like, no, that's not worth it. But
Yeah.
yeah, those are my
Those
things.
are your things,
Yeah.
definitely. So, Emily, What do you think?
For me?
Yeah, I picture you as like Superman. Superman's your thing.
See, but I only am really fans of only a handful of Superman comics. I don't read anything else.
Well,
Maybe it's just
Yeah.
because you're always defending Superman. You're the only person.
Yeah.
I know that
because it's like
Because-
one of the only things me and my dad bond on, and it's really important to
and
me.
Bonding
also
with parents.
because you're friends with me, and I'm always attacking Superman.
Yeah, someone
so
has
you
to.
have to defend it.
I don't.
But in terms of comics, like Evan's more of the DC person. If you talk to me about Marvel, I read a shit ton of Marvel comics. I have like more than 100 issues of Spider-Man.
Yeah, the only Marvel comics I have is
See, I didn't know that.
a collection of Ultimate Spider-Man,
learn something new every day.
a bunch of Daredevil, and a little bit of Captain America.
I'm more of like an X-Men person.
Can't get into
was-
soap operas.
I love X-Men.
I was an X-Men fan when I was like wee little boy.
Wee little boy.
In terms of X-Men comics, like I think I know about that the most. In terms of like expertise, mythology, like broad spectrum of
Yeah, but
mythology.
Have you read
That's
Zeus
a nerd
Grant's
thing.
Stupid Wishes?
Yeah, anything's a nerd.
Good. And that's just really important for people to
I
read.
need to reread that though. I also
It's
really
so good!
hearing you talk about Saga, I really wanted to pick that up too because it just won a bunch of Eisner.
Oh
my
God!
Okay, number one most important thing. Read Saga.
It just
If
won
you're
a
old
bunch
enough.
of Eisners
disagree.
too.
Do
So.
you want to borrow them?
Yes.
Okay, I'll.
I
If they're
disagree
old
that
enough-
it's the number one most important thing, but
But also, Sex Criminals is really good. That won a bunch of Eisners
That-
too.
it's such a weird concept.
It is, but it's a really good comic. It's not what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
the
Fables.
weirdest.
Fables is really good too. I really, really, really love
Oh,
Fables.
it's so good. I don't even know if I want to give them to you because I want to reread
But
it.
like things that I could, I don't know.
I'll give you some comics to read in the
Okay.
meantime then.
I have a book series.
Let's all trade
Yay.
things. Yay!
Austin.
It's present
Yay.
time.
So happy.
Present time. Present.
No,
time.
what's Austin's thing?
Oh, what's my thing?
What's Austin's thing?
What's my
Pokemon?
Pokemon?
That's
I don't know.
that's what I was
GameCube
gonna
things.
say.
Pokemon?
GameCube,
Because
Little Big
we're
Planet?
GameCube brothers.
But
Mostly Pokemon.
yeah,
Because
Yeah.
Because like
Pokemon,
you love
Animal
Pokemon,
Crossing.
you love Pokemon.
I got
Like,
tons of Pokemon
You're like,
stuff.
oh, I love Animal Crossing, but like Animal Crossing is not a big enough thing. Like you
It's
can't.
not a big enough thing. What do
It
you
doesn't
mean?
have stuff.
If we were doing,
I've owned every Animal Crossing there's
Austin.
ever been.
But it doesn't have like
So have I.
merch.
if no,
I
no, no,
haven't.
if
There
we were
is
doing,
Animal Crossing merch. I would own it, but it's only in
if
Japan.
we were doing
It's
a
really hard to get.
special like interview about Animal Crossing, yeah, we'd go to you. But like, how often are we going to talk about Animal Crossing?
Never, because
No.
nobody pays
Exactly.
attention to Animal Crossing.
But Animal Crossing is still like one of my top games
It's so good.
because I'm such
Yeah.
a
But yeah,
GameCube
I
nerd.
think
Fun.
you're right. I think Pokemon.
Pokemon is
Pokemon.
your thing.
Pokemon and Star Wars. If you
Yeah,
go to my
yeah.
room, what's in my room? Pokemon things,
Star Wars things.
Star Wars things.
Oh, when you guys were
And
talking
Deadpool
about starters and
things.
someone mentioned Bulbasaur, I was like, who plays Bulbasaur?
People who have never played Pokemon!
I was like, does anyone play
Correct.
Bulbasaur? I mean, Bulbasaur is
Me.
really, really cute, but
What?
you don't play grass.
Trading
Yeah.
time!
Grass is
It's
not the best.
I have
but
So
Pokemon Soul
boring.
Silver in my
fire
car.
is best.
I play
and
lava.
you can
I
delete
play
my
equal
game
parts
and
fire,
start
equal
your own.
parts
You
water.
can play
Yeah, I don't think that makes it
Cause-
lava
Finish the two
though.
games.
That is, like,
In
my
Magic, that would be
favorite
considered lava.
Pokemon.
Would be
Doesn't
lava
make
deck.
sense.
And
It
it's
doesn't
also
make
Austin's
sense, but that's what
favorite
it's
Pokemon
called.
game.
No, in Magic,
Okay.
if you
What?
do,
Heart Gold Soul Silver.
What
We
about
should
it?
have been talking at the same time. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Oh,
This
it's
is-
okay. I'm
this is
sorry. I just
confusing.
totally missed what you guys were saying. there.
Yeah, and I was talking in the middle of the podcast. and I
Evan's
apologize.
giving me
No, it's okay.
Pokemon to play.
Heart Gold is really
I'm
good.
gonna give her Soul Silver.
Soul
Oh,
Silver,
okay.
I think we played that
Same
one.
thing.
Yeah.
I gave you Leaf Green, so you have.
Yeah,
that
but
to
Leaf
play.
Green's dumb compared to Heart Gold Soul Silver.
It is, but she
Compared
needs
to.
to play it because it's like an updated version of the original games. It's only the 150 Pokemon.
It's an updated version.
virgin.
That's what I was
It's-
thinking.
Well, you are a virgin.
Do we have. Whoa!
What?
Except I'm not.
To Pokemon.
Oh,
Pokemon.
that's
Pokemon.
awkward.
You're a
Hi,
Pokemon
Dad.
virgin.
I hope you're not.
I
listening.
went like original
Ah.
primary colors, crystal,
But
and then
you're
I like
not married
skipped to X.
yet, right?
Yeah, a lot of people did. I
Because
didn't-
black and white, from what I understand from seeing all the black and white Pokemon in X, was shitty.
Diamond, Pearl, Black and White 1, Black and White 2. Skip them.
they're skippable. They're all skippable.
All the black and white
I've-
Pokemon I've seen are awful.
Black and White was like
Well, except the
okay.
shield one. The shield one's kind of cool. I don't like
really
any
it,
of the
but
furry ones. Just, like as soon as Peyton was talking about
They're
Fennec,
all
I'm like,
furry.
ah.
They're all furry and
Well,
robot.
that's an X one.
They're all
Still.
furry and robot. That's all
I
they are.
meant like any of the furry ones they've
Yeah,
ever
that's
made.
weird, Yeah.
Like
That's kind of like a new
Lucario.
thing.
I hate Lucario. I hate that he's
I
in
hate
everything.
Lucario as well.
Yeah.
He's
Is
always in
Lucario
Smash, and I'm like,
He's in
why?
everything. He's in
Why is he in
everything.
It's like a
Smash?
big fox thing.
He's in
Stupid.
everything. It's ridiculous, but yeah, he's
We
in
should-
everything.
I guess I'm also a really hardcore Smash nerd.
Smash.
Tell you all the
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I love Smash.
They're
Smash
all
is
I'm
one of my
excited
favorites.
to play Smash with you then.
Okay,
But yeah,
we'll do.
Smash is gonna. I'm looking so
you get
forward
it.
to
You
Smash.
should pre-order it on 3DS
Why
Smash.
pre-order? I'm not. It's
Smash
not like
with
it's gonna
Ike.
sell out.
because it's fun.
There's no reason
Go
to
in and
pre-order.
just
You
pick
play
it up.
Kirby, which is the perfect way to play Smash.
Pre-ordering
It's
is
the only
giving
way
people
to play
money
Smash.
for something
I-
that could be crap.
I learn games like that. Just
Like Kirby's one of the only characters I know all the moves for
same.
because that's the only
He's
one I
the only
bothered.
character.
Well, then
I
you know
him for.
Jigglypuff as well.
I was a
I just
Roy
refuse.
player,
Roy
and I've
I
been
play Ike.
butthurt ever since because they got rid of Roy, and I don't like anyone.
But
I like
along
Roy.
those lines, Ike is really good.
I like Sheik, and Sheik is now its own character.
For
Huh.
whatever reason, it's
That's weird.
Well, they're getting rid of changing characters.
Mm-hmm.
If they put in Tetra, I'd be so happy.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
Toon Link.
really, really cool.
I would love that, but
And then they have the separate Pokemon instead of having Pokemon Trainer.
yeah, Pokemon Trainer's gone. Now it's just the
Yeah,
Pokemon.
all
Because the
change-
Pokemon
although-
Trainer was kind of
all
Yeah.
changing characters are gone.
Although now that they have the Pokemon fighting game, Pokemon Cross Tekken, but like
I'm thinking of that picture of the really, really buffed out Mudkip dude
yeah,
that had like the
needs
gold
to be in it,
nipples.
and his dick.
God damn, it
just
reminds me of the sexual
fighting the
Diglett
Diglett,
picture,
the
too.
Diglett that's got the body underground.
God
just
damn
like
it.
I like the Doug trio better, where it's three giant muscular men like hugging them.
That's
Yeah.
what. Yeah.
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 Oh no, there's a lady in the middle.
Is there?
Yeah,
The middle one's a lady.
I think so.
I bet there's more than one picture of this.
Yeah,
so,
there-
Yeah, well,
They're
the one I'm
I've
talking
seen
about
one with the lady
is
though.
three just straight muscular
yeah.
Diglets wearing nothing but like banana hammocks,
Yeah, definitely.
and I find that hilarious.
I think I've seen both.
I find poorly drawn, ridiculously muscular men
Like
really funny.
Microsoft Paint drawn things
Yeah.
Microsoft
are
Paint drawing
hilarious.
is an art form, actually.
It's
like
really
I can't
fun.
make my drawings.
She
look
speaks
good.
from experience.
I can't make my paint drawings look both good and shitty at the same time. So
That's what MS Paint is for.
yeah.
Kind of like draw
MS
something.
Paint is for helping you realize that Sonic will help you turn to Jesus.
Santa.
Can we go one day without talking about the
We
weird?
cannot.
I didn't know about that for my entire life
Your
until
Lord and
recently.
Savior Sonic the Hedgehog.
I hate you so much.
Evan brings like
I hate you so
horrible
much, I can't even
Sonic
look
Do
at
things.
you
you.
follow my friend Raffles on his cosplay page? Because
No.
you should. Because he is. I think his Facebook thing is the professional cosplayer, or the
I
professional
found him.
or something.
I thought of
and I
another
went,
cosplay I really want to do. I really want to do Chick Helsing.
I love him. And his last
Chick
name is
Helsing?
Raffleson, so we all call him Raffles.
Helsing
It's
is
great.
in what?
Helsing as in like
Helsing?
Helsing, Alucard.
Alucard is not Helsing.
You know what I mean?
Van Helsing is a character that you could dress up as.
I mean
Alucard is a
from
character you
Helsing.
could dress up as. I was wondering.
If you do Alucard, you should make Evan be the.
Police
I
girl.
want
Police girl.
no. I really want to be Alexander Anderson.
Oh yeah, you should be Alexander.
I'm tall and blonde and would love to yell angry things in
In
an
Irish
accent.
Against Protestants.
Yeah. Silly.
What are we at?
Hoity
tonight?
toity toity.
Oh, now we've
You're
insulted
just a bunch of
Protestants.
Protestant whores.
Ah, bye Protestants.
What if we
Is anyone
what are we at for
Protestant?
time?
We're like
Seems like a
a
weird
little
thing.
over half an hour,
Protestant is
probably like 40
everything
minutes.
that's not Catholic and still
45 minutes.
Christian.
Yeah. Seems
We
weird.
wanna do
So
one
it's
final
the
thing.
majority of American population.
Yeah, sure, we can do one.
Open-minded
quick one. You got one?
agnostic is still what I
I could.
identify with.
Bring it up. What do you got?
What is your weekly obsession? Shout out to Superfruit, because you're listening. No, you're not. I love you if you are, though. Yeah.
Weekly
I wanna
Is
know
he
your
like? Is he just
weekly-
like super gay, or does
Super
he
fruit, okay,
really
do you
like
know-
fruit, or is
Do
he
you know
really healthy?
Pentatonics?
Yes.
The acapella singers. So the
Okay.
two, the tall blonde guy and the short one.
Evan has fallen asleep.
Sorry, Evan. The short one, not the bass and not the black guy. I feel so bad. I don't know any of their names, but two of them are like BFFs, and they run a YouTube channel called Superfruit, and it's funny. But they always do weekly obsessions at the end of their show, and they're great.
So
So
your
what's your
weekly
weekly
obsession.
Yeah.
So something you do every week, or you check every
No,
week,
like
or
your thing this week, like right now that you're like
super excited about. or
super
something?
excited about. Maybe something you've been playing or reading, or you saw this one video on YouTube and that's the only thing you've been watching. I don't know. Anything.
Oh, yeah. Does anyone have one?
So
Emily wants to start.
Yeah, go Emily.
So, I
So I
had
can't
seen
think.
like one or two like Game Grumps videos,
Yay!
and now like,
That's my thing this week as well.
and now I watch all of them.
Just been watching all the games.
All of them, because you showed me the one with the butt trees for Animal Crossing,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, that's funny.
About trees.
And then I saw their Steam train for Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, okay, so I have to watch everything that they
Did-
put out.
Did they buy too many games?
They bought too many
And now
games.
they gotta play them all?
I love that intro so much, so I'm like, oh, that's my life.
I wish I was Grumps, or not so Grumps, but I'm not. I
And
wish
because
I
they
was
have,
Dan or
and also because
Egoraptor.
they have Eager Raptor, so
Check out Ego Raptor.
please.
What's
There's-
Dan's name?
Dan's-
His YouTube name?
No idea.
It's something. He has a band.
Oh,
that's like
and I
something
also
sexy
picked up
something.
Markiplier.
Yeah.
Because he did it Five Nights at Freddy's as well. Because
Mhm.
he's one of the only people on Wikipedia that has
Is he the
beat
guy with the British
2020.
Okay.
I don't really have one. I mean, last week was when I found Polaris and the Co-optional podcast, and that was a thing for like the week.
Co-optional podcast animated.
Yeah,
Is a
the
good
animated. That was definitely something I was good for.
Nothing
but,
at all.
Like I've
I
been
have
working
nothing
a
happening in my
lot,
life.
and so like yeah, nothing really. I mean, Animal Crossing is something I've been doing every day, but I've been doing that for weeks now,
You've been doing that your whole life now?
for my whole life now.
Yeah,
But like
basically.
I actually haven't played Animal Crossing in like a year, and then I picked it up again this summer.
That's the best way to play games.
Not Animal
Ooh.
Crossing, because it's the
Except for
real life
Animal
game that
Crossing.
plays whether you're playing or not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you just come back to town
Pick
and
it up
you're just
after a
like,
year, you're like, oh.
weeds
That's what
everywhere.
stresses me out.
And then
Yeah.
there's like,
But in the new one, you can just put it on beautification thing, and you,
you
won't
can,
have
but I
weeds.
didn't because I like to have my stores open late because I'm always playing at 1 in the morning.
Yeah, well, you're like,
But then
oh,
like the
I'm
little
done
chubby
for a
like
year.
beaver dude who does runs the gardening store, he's standing outside my house going, "Hey man, what? Why are there so many
What?
weeds?
There is not a beaver guy who runs the
What
gardening
is he?
store.
What is he?
He's a sloth.
Is he a sloth?
The gardening store is run by a sloth.
Is he a sloth?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was like
Adorable.
some kind of other rodent.
If you were saying beaver guy, I thought you were talking about the guy who gives out badges.
No.
Badges?
Badgers?
Is he a badger maybe instead of a rabbit?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
what
what
he
he is.
Carpet
but it's
walrus
a
is
sloth
my favorite.
that runs the
Maybe
store.
he's a sloth.
Okay.
The
I
garden.
thought he had a weird face though.
He has a sloth face. Have you
Anyway,
ever seen a sloth?
yeah.
They have a little burglar mask as well.
How can you say that so?
Well, the
So
the three-tailed ones do. Not all of them do.
Yeah. But like he's just sitting outside my house when
Multiple
I come out,
species of sloth.
and he's just
I
like
believe.
he's just like all happy, but he's just like dying inside.
That's
'cause
the
there's
element
weeds
of
everywhere,
Animal
and he's just
Crossing
like,
that always stresses me out. That's why I
Why-
stopped playing.
Why are
Better
there
come back."
weeds everywhere? You should pick them all.
Also,
You better
please.
pick those weeds.
Pick them all.
also Rossetti. Rossetti also
Well,
stressed me
Rossetti's
out.
not a thing in the new game.
I know, but
he
he
is,
stressed me
but
out
you
as
get
a
to
kid.
choose.
Yeah, but he's chill.
I always liked Mr. Rossetti's chill brother that would come
My
when
favorite-
Mr. Rossetti was busy with your friends because
The
they
fir-
had already screwed up theirs. And
The
like,
first time you reset the 3DS version, Rossetti shows up and it's just like, hey, you shouldn't do that, but it's not my job anymore, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
people
And
don't
it's-
like me apparently.
It's really funny because, like,
It's happy.
Someone
sad.
it's
gave him
like
a
he's
pink slip.
unemployed currently,
Yeah.
and so he's like, don't reset, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can choose to build him a new job place so that he can yell at you again. But like, screw that. I hate Rossetti.
Yeah. It's like
Can you go visit him if you build that?
Probably.
it's like if Mr. Rossetti was like from Dark Souls, like he has only one purpose that keeps
Oh,
him
Dark
from being
Souls.
from being hollow.
Yeah.
Oh.
God.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun. By the way.
But, yeah, Evan, did you have one?
He shared it with Emily, unless he has another.
Yeah,
This week.
I'm playing through Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U,
Yeah.
same time as they are, and so it's really funny to like see in the comments like, "Hey, Game Grumps, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Hey, I could write something to them, but I won't."
I'm really narcissistic. I only want to
so
write
it's
a
kinda
comment
funny
if
to
it's
see
going to
that.
be like top comments eventually. Really.
I have like
Have ye of
2
little
comments
faith.
on YouTube
Yeah.
that are top comments, and I still get notifications to this day about those comments, and it's so terrible. And I'm just like, okay, I get it.
It
Everybody
happened to
likes
me
this
once.
comment.
I've only been a top commenter once, and it was on Grace's videos, the movie trailer person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was the Guardians of the Galaxy episode where she reviewed Guardians of the
What did
Galaxy.
you say? Did you say you're
And
a
she
stupid
hated
person?
it. No, I said I'm sorry,
Who
but you're
hates
wrong.
it?
Or I said I'm sorry, but you're wrong again. And that was all I said. And then I just got a shit ton of likes.
Yeah.
And people commenting.
I have.
That's
I
the
don't
second
know,
person I've ever heard of not liking it, and it baffles my
She's
fucking
cool
mind.
and all, but
She
I
hated it.
disagree with like so much.
She
of her
hated that movie.
How do you hate something?
She's like,
that-
it's sexist and blah
Oh,
blah
well,
blah.
we've already
and it
discussed
missed
this
opportunities.
Yeah.
on camera.
and-
How bullshit that
Have
is.
you guys seen the video I posted
Also,
on my?
it's number one. In Guardians of the Galaxy, the full
Still.
team. The full
Still
team
number
has
one.
multiple female characters in it that I'm sure will show up.
Yeah.
It does. Like, if they have, I think it's Angelica. No, Angelina.
Yeah.
If they have Angelina come on, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Kill me.
She kicks ass. Yes.
She's
That's
busy.
what I was thinking.
She's been a Tomb Raider.
No, she's the
Tomb Raider should guard the
she's
galaxy.
the top one candidate for picking up Thor's hammer, becoming the female.
Oh, okay. Who is the new Thor lady?
I don't know. She
You don't know?
could possibly be the one that picked it
Okay,
up.
I think it was just some random lady.
Yeah.
Oh,
Literally
I'm
just
not
some
sure.
random
it would have been much
lady
better if it was
around.
Angelina.
It's better than Thor's.
But did you guys see
Actually, that's not
the
true.
video that I posted? I think it was today on my Facebook.
I don't get how
But
people think
it's-
that's a sexist movie. I really don't. Just like,
I
Same
do, but I live in a patriarchal world and I have given up. Not really, but I will still enjoy things even if they're sexist. So
Also goes into my point. Today I watched a thing and it was
Oh,
it was
yeah.
all about how all these companies released articles last week about the new
Spider-Woman
Spider-Woman
cover?
variant cover.
Oh,
You see
I
that?
read one of those.
And it's
Yeah.
they just bash on it and they're like, how sexist, you wouldn't see a man in this pose and stuff like that. And the guy in the video, he's like,
Actually, she is doing an exact
Exact
copy
pose.
of this pose that Spider-Man does in another issue. Oh, look at their butts.
They
They're
line
the
up
exact same
perfect.
butt.
he lines
he
them up.
overlaps them and goes, look, butts.
same butt.
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
she's
Same
presenting herself. Oh, but Spider-Man's not presenting himself. Really? Same position? I think it's you who's hoping she's presenting herself.
Yeah.
Because there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
The only
haven't
thing
seen
I
that
had
yet,
a
but I
problem
need
with is
to.
that
It's on- yeah.
the art director for that cover does erotic art. He didn't really need to make it that way, but whatever.
No, yeah. But
That's the
I
only
mean,
thing
like,
I have against it.
that's another thing though, but that's a style for
'Cause
comic books. Drawing them
Spider-Woman's
basically
not a sexual character.
naked.
That's
No,
my
yeah.
only thing. That's my only thing.
No, yeah. they're
Not saying
really-
she can't be.
And then everyone's like, oh, look how closely the costume fits to her body. Sure, clearly she's naked and painted that way. And it's like, no, actually, have you looked at Superman? Where you can see every single bit of his muscle?
Yeah.
That's not how spandex fits. It's because every superhero wearing spandex is drawn naked and then colored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's because we want to see muscles and stuff.
Yeah, because
'Cause
guys are
superheroes-
just as objectified as women in
Yeah.
those
Way
comics.
Have you seen
They're not just
Namor.
as
I agree.
objectified
No.
as women.
Captain America's bust line? Just
But like women are more objectified than men, but sometimes people go looking for it and scratching for
that's
it.
the thing is that women are much more objectified than men, but sometimes they find it where it's not,
Yeah.
and like there is enough real things to worry about that
Yeah.
you need to stop worrying about the things that you're
Like,
just looking for.
There's a lot of bigger, more pressing issues in terms of even sexism
that
I wanna worry about
Spider-Woman.
other than Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
But the most important thing to me that's like a woman's issue that hasn't been really dealt with is the fact that women get paid less than men.
That's such an outdated statistic, though.
no, it's not.
No, it's really not.
Like, it's not.
Women are
Women
still,
get paid
they get paid
70
less
to like
than,
80. Don't quote me on this. I don't know the exact
No, yeah,
statistic,
but
but it's
I
like
think-
somewhere between 70 and 80 cents to the man's dollar.
That
Like that is
is-
a true, real
the fact that
statistic.
it's a statistic at all is kind of really
Like-
silly.
I don't know. I've been hearing that for like 20 years. It seems
And it's
like
still
though.
that's because it's
Well,
still
it's
true.
been a thing
for,
forever.
Like, forever.
I
I
don't know.
really liked in Mass Effect how like they didn't change the lines or even much of the motion capture between
Yeah.
male and female Shepard,
Mhm.
and it's just the same thing. And so like when they're like, oh, Shepard's standing in like a manly pose, and then they put FemShep doing that same pose, it's like, oh, she just looks like a commanding woman.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because like just holding people to the same standard like works,
Yep.
I don't
and
know,
that
I
looks
just
really good. And then also
I feel like
how
holding. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
how like in that universe, how it was like everyone's held to the exact same standards, where it was if you want to be a soldier, you have to meet these requirements, male or female, and it might be easier for a male to meet those requirements than a female. And some people would say that that's not okay, but I think like no, those are the requirements that are required to be a soldier. And if you're a woman and you can meet them, then great. You are proven right there that you are on equal level with all those men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
And-
only a 10%
Okay.
difference in chemicals. It's not that big a deal.
So
it's the way that we treat those differences.
It's easier for men to have upper body strength and easier for women to have lower body strength.
yeah, I mean,
But
like
it's
tell
not-
men to carry around children for like a few hours, and they're gonna have a way harder problem than
But
women
it's
because
not-
they have different shaped hips.
It's not, oh, men are stronger. It's men, it's easier
Are
for
stronger
men
in
to be
different
stronger.
places.
Yeah, the 10% in testosterone
Yeah,
and the
it
10% less in
makes
women.
it easier. That doesn't mean that, like,
It's impossible.
like I'm sure that a lot, I want to say most, but I don't mean most, but a lot of women are significantly stronger than me.
Yeah,
I'm not
me
strong.
too.
I know.
No,
I'm tired
like-
of people thinking that like a girl from WWE can't defeat
Beat the crap out of me.
Should beat the crap out of most average men. She can't.
Shout out to Casey from American Ninja Warrior. Damn
She
girl.
was pretty cool.
She's
Yeah.
Damn
awesome.
girl.
No, yeah, that was
okay,
awesome.
so I wanna.
I know. I feel like
Okay.
I know.
do we
I
need
read
to
an
get going
article
soon?
Yeah, we
lately.
do.
Just
Yeah.
like holding on to that much negativity doesn't solve anything.
Yeah.
Okay,
really
so I'm gonna say one thing towards you on the whole feminism topic and sexism topic, and I'm gonna say that I was the same exact way until I took a class focused on literature and feminism, and like my eyes were like ripped off my face and peeled open, which is really graphic, but that's like what it was like, and all of a sudden you just see it
Like
everywhere. And you're like,
grapes.
fuck, I have been living in like because you're raised in it, and so you're basically brainwashed from birth.
I'm in no
And, like-
ways blind to anything going on.
So you say that, and like, I'm not like mad at you or like think you're dumb for saying that, but like, once you like start focusing on it and seeing these things that are just like
It's-
in literature that like are just there because the author also grew up in this society, and then you start thinking about it and you're just like, well, shit, and like you just notice it everywhere, and it's crazy.
No, I'm doing the same amount of noticing as I am. Like we're still living in a really great time for us, considerably when you think about how bad it's been.
Yeah,
but
have
that
you
doesn't
watched
mean it's
Downton
good.
Abbey? Have
Yeah.
you watched Downton
Yeah.
Abbey? That's my thing.
But that
That's my
doesn't-
weekly thing.
That
But I
doesn't mean
also-
it's good. That's
one of my
a really
main
thing.
problems-
I'm not
Downton
saying
Abbey.
it's
I feel
good.
like
I'm saying
so-
I'm equal parts grateful, and I'm also equal parts looking at things on my own time.
Yeah,
I-
she can wear whatever she wants,
Two
and
things.
I can open the door for her.
Not
and
true.
it'll
I
be
cannot wear whatever I want without judgment.
Yeah, see, like there we go.
Two things.
I can, but I can't.
Yeah,
No, no, that's totally fine.
I feel
Well,
like
it's not
a lot
like fine, but
of a lot of the things with feminism, where a lot of the bad stuff that like is affecting this world, a lot of it is self-imposed by a lot of women just doing fitting in and not questioning it.
yeah.
we're
And
hurting
that really
ourselves
bugs
just
me.
as much as
Women
men.
are hurting themselves a lot as well as men. And secondly, I think that this is like a crappy forum for us to be talking about feminism.
I'd have to think about my
Seeing
thoughts.
This
a lot.
has been feminism
Seeing as how
from
this is
nerds.
Top of the head kind
Yeah,
of stuff, and I don't. I remember I took a writing class and we did a thing on feminism, and whenever the teacher was talking about feminism, I would just shut up because I'm like, you know what? I don't have the right to say anything here for two reasons. One, I have not. I'm not eloquent right now, And 2, because there is no way, even if I made a perfect point, that she would accept it because she would get really aggressive.
Oh, you had a feminist.
Who did you
teacher.
have?
Oh, was
I
it?
can't remember her name, but
Was it the health teacher?
No. This was in
Because
TCC.
She probably wasn't
I had
a
a
real-
health teacher who was a feminist, and she like would pick on men specifically.
That's
She
not a
did.
feminist. That's a supremacist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, like,
she got really aggressive, and I
Femicist.
was like, okay,
Feminist.
whatever.
No,
I
they're
think we
they're
did have the
ruining a
same
good word.
They are.
English teacher at
They
PCC
are.
one
The
time.
word is ruined already,
You
but
might know who I'm
Yeah,
talking
because
about.
it
Because,
has the
like-
word feminine.
The literature teacher.
that's what
who
ruined
was
it.
my-
Yes, because men see feminists are like, oh, they just hate men because it has the word feminine in it. That means that they only care about feminine problems. That's not what it is about at
Stop
all.
Well, okay,
calling it
but here's the
feminist
problem
and
with
start
that.
calling equalist.
See, okay, but the problem with that is a lot of men are getting pissed because they're not including for the first time in their life.
Yeah.
They're not a part of this group, and they're just like, what the fuck? Why aren't we included? I will be willingly the angry feminist on this show, by the way. Like, I will go on about this for a long time. But that's the problem with people being like, oh, you should call it equalism. And like,
The etymology of feminism meant equal rights. It didn't mean
Yeah.
women's rights.
yeah, and people need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Also-
Because men are getting upset because, oh no, it's feminine, oh god. I saw a post the other day about somebody working at a frozen yogurt shop, and all they had left was pink spoons, and numerous men asked for a different color spoon because it was
That's
pink.
really sad.
Because, oh god, it's pink and feminine.
Even
like,
though knights
Evan,
wore pink.
how many pink shirts do I own?
a
I
lot.
have a friend who I
don't like
literally
pink,
called
but
pink
I
shirt
just-
because
I
I know
just
too
don't
many
like
I look
Tylers.
sexy in pink.
Well, you're red-haired.
I know.
Okay, we should
I
wrap
need
up.
to go. So
yeah, we
need
gotta
to
end
wrap
this.
up.
Okay, bye guys.
Sorry that so much of that was angry yelling at each other and
Feminism.
cracking jokes.
No,
but, you know.
No, that's entertaining shit right there.
For the women, apparently.
I'm
Okay.
not genuinely mad at anyone or anything right now.
I'm not either.
I'm mad.
Bye,
Okay,
guys.
continue.
Thank you
Bye.
for listening to Nerd Corner. You can find us at our Facebook, which is linked below. Also, you can find me on Instagram at EmberKid21 or at
That's
Evan Sexy Dick. Do we just call it Evan Sexy
Yeah,
Dick?
it's Evan
At
Sexy.
Evan Sexy Dick
Yeah, on Twitter. And the Heidi Hole on.
Instagram and Major League Read on Twitter and
And do you want to plug yourself at all?
Sure. Emily Nair at Instagram, Emily Nair on Twitter, and MOE/Gypsy Danger on Steam.
also Nerd Corner 64 on Twitter for our group Twitter.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.